the Mass in honor of St. John Cantius, who was known for his charity, and he died in 1473. And the epistle for today is from the letter of St. James, and says, I tell you, for judgment without mercy to him that hasn't done mercy, and mercy exalts itself above judgment. What shall it profit, my brethren, if a man says that he has faith but doesn't have works? Shall faith be able to save him? So faith also, if it does not have works, is dead in itself. As we know, the virtue of faith is the supernatural infused virtue in the soul when we are baptized. And this virtue gives us the ability to believe everything that the Church proposes, that has been revealed by God, who is not able to lie in any way. So without the faith, it is impossible, as St. James says, without the faith it is impossible for us to please God. So the faith, the virtue of faith is the foundation for everything that we are. A Catholic, or a human being for that matter, a human being without faith is just nothing. Just nothing. So it is the faith that reveals to us who God is. And without us knowing who He is, we cannot love Him. And if we are in this world to know God and to love Him and to serve Him, and if we don't believe in Him, we cannot know Him, we cannot love Him. That's the first thing. Without the faith, we will not be able to know what is it that God is proposing to us in the other world, in heaven. And so we will not have the desire to go to heaven without the virtue of faith. Same. Now, what is it that we need to do in order for our faith to save us? Because St. James says that without faith, we cannot go to heaven. Now, we have to consider the fact that demons believe in God. So many Catholics, you would not believe, so many Catholics go to hell nowadays. And they believed in God. So what is it that they didn't do? Why is it that their faith didn't save them? Well, their faith didn't save them because they didn't do anything. They didn't love God, they didn't serve God, they didn't overcome their own sinful tendencies. They didn't overcome this world, they didn't overcome Satan. St. Paul says this is what overcomes the world, our faith. So the first action, the first work of our faith, if we have the faith, is to overcome our sinful tendencies. See? The first thing is to put ourselves in order according to the faith. See? So many people who say that they have faith, but they live like pagans. Nothing in their lives shows that they actually believe in God. So the first thing is to declare a war against ourselves. So, each one of you knows what is your most predominant defect. Say, or in what ways it is that the devil tempts you every day. Each one of you knows what's the weakest point in your life. And you are supposed to, with the help of faith, you are supposed to overcome these things. See? That's the first thing. The second thing, that in order for the faith to save us, the second thing is to do good works. See? Why is it that we have to do good? I mean, people say, well, you know, Father, it's been 35 years since my last time I went to confession, and I don't have any sins because I have not killed anyone. You have not done anything wrong, but you haven't done anything good either. And you are going to hell if you don't acknowledge that. See? So we have to do good. Once we overcome evil, then we train ourselves in the practice of what is good. So we enter heaven with the help of two things: the virtue of faith and good works. See? Now the first good work that we have to accomplish is to do everything in our power to save our souls and to procure the salvation of our souls and the souls that are in charge to our care, our children. So, these two are very important, very important. If you say you love your children, but you don't teach them the faith and the ways to practice the faith, you do not love your children. No one goes to heaven automatically, simply because he is alive. See? The faith, as you know, has been proven thousands of times by the blood of so many martyrs and saints and confessors. I mean, thousands and thousands. No one can say at this time, at this day and age, no one can say, I didn't know anything about these things. Because you should know. The truth is that you should know. See? So, keep these two things in mind. The overcoming of our sinful tendencies, the overcoming of everything that is evil in ourselves, first, and secondly, the practice of good works. And the main practice, the main good work, the main act of charity is to promote the faith, the salvation, the practice of good works in our children. And lastly, it is important for us to renew that faith every day, especially during feast days, or during the great feast days of the church. That would be a great thing for you to do, to renew your faith during those times, and then come to Mass, go to confession, receive Holy Communion during those days. Muy bien.